Hello and welcome to another of my videos. Today I am creating whiskers on my drawing of Miriam. She's my cat, she's a Maine Coon, and I've drawn her with coloured pencils on drafting film. I'm using a manual pen cutter slice tool with a chisel shaped blade. Make sure that it's very sharp, and basically you just scrape away the pigment to create the whiskers. The best results I find come from a very sharp blade. I think that's sort of quite obvious, and just ensure that you have enough layers down on your drawing so that you can see the white coming through. If you don't have enough layers, you might not see the clarity of the whisker. It might not shine quite as brightly, it might not stand out as much. The slice tool has a habit of running away from you if you're not careful, even on a smooth surface like pastel, like drafting film. So it's really important to be very specific about where you're putting your marks. Be very, very aware, be very specific about how you're putting the marks in. You may well have to go over the lines a couple of times just to create the thickness of the whisker, and it's always a good idea to get rid of the pencil dust straight away afterwards, because the pencil dust can get caught up in the rest of the drawing, which you don't want to happen. So I just use a soft brush just to flick the pencil dust away. I find this the best way of using whiskers on drafting film using the slice tool. It works incredibly well. You could use an eraser, but I think the slice tool just cuts through all of the pigment and you get those lovely white super whiskers. The only problem you're going to get is getting them thick enough, and that's where you have to put a couple of slice marks in. So again, just be very, very specific about where you put your slice marks. I find the slice tool really fabulous on drafting film. I mean, it really, really is fabulous. You can see here how beautiful and white those whiskers are. You know, it just works brilliantly. And why wouldn't you use a tool like this to create whiskers like this on drafting film? It just works perfectly. So hopefully this has given you a little bit of an idea as to how to create those fabulous whiskers on drafting film with the slice tool.